Welcome back to Chapter 5 Mother's Day from Supplementary Reader by J.B. Priestley. This is part 2. Earlier we had done about different characters, theme, and the plot of the story. Now we are actually looking into the action of the story, the plot, how it proceeds. Change of personalities. That is what is suggested and done by Mrs. Fitzgerald. Mrs. Fitzgerald and Mrs. Pearson decide to change their personalities with each other. Mrs. Fitzgerald says a few magical words, and Mrs. Fitzgerald's personality enters Mrs. Pearson's body, and vice versa. That is what she had learned there when she went to the West with her husband. He was in the army. Now, Mrs. Fitzgerald decided to deal with Pearsons, all members of the family, in a stern manner. On the other hand, Mrs. Fitzgerald, with Pearson's personality, is quite scared at the change and expresses her apprehension. Her fears are removed by Mrs. Pearson, who actually now Mrs. Fitzgerald, who assures her that she can easily bring the exchanged personalities back to their original self. Mrs. Pearson's changed attitude. Her behavior is cold and incisive. Actually, for family members, she was Mrs. Pearson, but actually she was Mrs. Fitzgerald in Mrs. Pearson's body. So she starts smoking and shows no concern for Doris, who comes in and is quite startled and expresses her anger at the indifferent behavior of her mother. Mrs. Pearson refuses to do any work to iron the yellow silk and advises to find a person better than Charlie Spencer, with whom she has been moving about, and calls him buck-teeth and half-witted. Half-witted, a person with little mind, common sense. Cyril, the son who comes in thereafter, also receives the same harsh treatment from Mrs. Pearson, their mother. His work of mending has not been done. She tells him that she too, like Cyril, would not do anything, for she had no liking. Cyril is shocked at this change of behavior in her mother's attitude. Doris and Cyril analyze their mother's changed behavior. Both of them discuss about the sudden change in Mrs. Pearson and her carefree behavior. So they had never expected that their mother would be such a changed person all of a sudden. Doris talks about her smoking and game of cards, and is of the opinion that she might have hit her head. So Doris thinks that she must have hit something on her head, and that is why she has gone barmy. Both Cyril and Doris are taken aback. They are kind of shocked or surprised and imagine the affair at their dad's arrival. So they anticipate a situation when dad comes, what is going to be there. That is going to be a fun as well as a great surprise for their father. Mrs. Pearson continues with her domineering behavior. Both Cyril and Doris are found giggling when Mrs. Pearson enters. She reprimands both of them for laughing without any reason. Reprimands, take to task, scolds, rebukes, snubs. She refuses to prepare tea for Cyril. She becomes assertive and declares that she would not do any extra work and would confine herself to 8 hours of work for 5 days a week. She also reveals her plan of going out for the weekend, which is something very unusual, and snubs Doris for asking her silly question, which leads to her crying. George's bewilderment, he was surprised basically, her husband. Very surprised and shocked to see his wife sipping stout. Stout is a kind of wine, and shows annoyance at his wife for not being ready with the tea. So he expected that, as always, she would be ready with the tea, but she says, I have not done it. Mrs. Pearson ridicules Mr. Pearson, calling him Pompey Pearson. George refuses to believe, but gets the shock of his life when Cyril also says so, that people call him Pompey Pearson at the club. George complains in the presence of Mrs. Fitzgerald, who had just entered the house, about not being served and calling him Pompey. by his wife and the miserable state of Doris. Mrs. Pearson once again asserts the authority and asks George not to forget his etiquette when some friend of her comes to see her. George is virtually frightened out of his wits at the strange and rude behavior of his wife. He loses his temper and starts shouting at and accusing Mrs. Pearson of creating a scene in front of neighbors. Mrs. Fitzgerald and Mrs. Pearson change back into their original selves. When this whole episode dramatized by Mrs. Fitzgerald is done, that means she straightened the members of the family, made them eat out of her hand, then she decided to change back. Mrs. Fitzgerald enjoyed being Mrs. Pearson and advises Mrs. Pearson to retain her domineering behavior and not to give up or do any kind of explanation, otherwise, their whole plan would be spoiled. Because the family members will come to know actually it was not Mrs. Pearson with strange behavior but Mrs. Fitzgerald. Before leaving, Mrs. Fitzgerald once again gives an alarming call or a warning. After Mrs. Fitzgerald had gone, Mrs. Pearson dictates the terms to George, Cyril, and Doris. They all got ready for a game of rummy as per Mrs. Pearson's wishes. Cyril and Doris also agreed to comply. Mrs. Fitzgerald left after wishing good night and a nice time to all. Everyone clusters around the mother. Ultimately, this whole dramatization of exchange of personality and to straighten the family members was done and the purpose is solved, but the chapter sends a message to everyone that this is not the way to deal. Actually, this was just because everything was out of question. But here, every member of the family must respect, give importance, and love the mother because she doesn't ask for anything but love. Thank you and have a nice day.